Ooh, it's a very special episode of Two Guys, One Belt, and you are looking live at the Brammer apartment in beautiful Bloomington, Indiana, for a special episode. 2G1B!
We are Two Guys, One Belt, brought to you by Mountain Dew Kickstart.
Mountain Dew Kickstart.
Stored.
Go check out the Wrestlemania 31 predictions on our channel. Click the subscribe button below. Go to the channel and watch the Wrestlemania 131.
Be sure to check out our live stream during WrestleMania. That will be happening. I'm going to go
4 hours, folks.
4 hours of straight listening to us bitch about what's happening on television. All right, so to start off the night, it was about 6 o'clock or 6:30. They announced on the internet, social medias, that Stinger would be the opening segment of Raw. Now, the only problem I have with this is why tell us? Give us some sort of surprise.
Right.
I would have been so much more shocked and into it if they would have started out and not told us.
Normally on moments like these where these big-time superstars travel to these cities, fans will catch them in the airports or in the streets or something like that, or at a hotel, and they'll leak the information.
It's good as it gets people to start watching at 8 o'clock.
True.
I've not really watched him on the mic, except for some of the WCW.
And even in WCW, he wasn't too much on the mic either. So,
but this was a fantastic,
great
mic moment from him. When Stephanie came out, the best moment was when Stephanie tried to slap him. And he just goes, poof! It was like Evan Longoria catching that baseball during his interview.
He was on the WWE Network last week, and if you got to catch that, cool. But for actually being on Raw and opening the show, this felt like a very real moment.
Yeah.
Like surreal, almost even.
Then Triple H came out after he caught the slap and didn't even really get in the ring.
Didn't like this.
I think got in the ring for a little bit, and she like pulled out the sledgehammer, but he pulled the baseball bat out of his coat, which was pretty cool.
That was
pretty cool little segment.
The whole baseball bat sledgehammer thing. But then for the next 3 minutes, they were just staring at each other.
And
it
was
was ridiculous.
Let's go ahead and rate this segment real quick. I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. I'm gonna go up and a half. The half simply because of the longevity of that stare down. It was too much. They should have had this like a quick bit something and then pulled apart real fast.
Next match,
tag team action,
was tag team Dean Ambrose and R-Truth versus Stardust and Luke Harper.
I'm just gonna go evens because it was just like one of those matches you can tell it was just to get the IC match over, and I was just very
I'm gonna go 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Because Luke Harper had to carry this match himself, like he has to do in every single match.
Are you talking about Dean Ambrose or Luke Harper? Because they just look exactly the same.
He did make that comment last night, how they were wearing the same exact clothes and couldn't tell.
Even that like noticeable stain on Luke Harper's shirt, it like wasn't there. If it was very light and dull.
And the only thing that I can think happened is Luke Harper lost his luggage and had to borrow some clothes from Dean Ambrose. And then this match was so bad.
God. This was a highlight of the night for all the wrong reasons.
You go ahead and explain to him what was happening in this match.
This was a 10-man tag team match. Let's name the competitors. This is just fun naming these guys. We got Ryback, Zack Ryder, both of the primetime players.
Jesus Christ.
And Eric Rowan on one team. That's just one team.
That's half. Let's go with the other half.
Let's go on the other one. We have The Miz. Okay. Mizdow.
Okay.
Cool. The Ascension.
Oh my God.
The Ascension and Adam Rose. Oh my God.
Like, I was kind of excited for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal until this happened.
This was, oh my goodness. Like, this was all over the place.
You should have made this a Battle Royal match, qualifying match.
I tweeted last night, this match in its whole self was a botch. It was just one big
it was
botch. This was so bad, it was entertaining.
It wasn't even entertaining. Usually, like, when something's this bad, like, I'll find some sort of enjoyment out of it.
Botchamania 296 or whatever it is should just be this 10-man tag team match, and I'll be completely satisfied.
Yeah.
Next up.
Okay, first, I have a problem with this. We tweeted that we wanted everybody to vote for Kane, and still J&J Security.
I'm pretty sure Kane got 12%.
Yeah, come on, 2G1B universe. What is up?
Next time there's an app poll on Raw, you better listen to us.
We should make our own app poll, have it, and then see what the universe really wants.
2G1B universe.
Because I know that shit's rigged.
Randy Orton versus his WrestleMania opponent 6 days beforehand. Oh, but it was a handicap match with J&J Security.
Which, the only thing I liked about this match was J&J Security got some in-ring time.
There's such like a light humor. There's such a good humor.
Yeah, exactly.
There's such an entertaining part when they're on the screen, especially when they get ring time and mic time, they're perfect.
Yeah,
they're better than the Stooges, Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah, I said it. They're better than the Stooges.
I'm gonna give it 1 up and 1 down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up a thumb and thumb down. It did accomplish a few things.
Yeah, it was a little bit of build up, but it wasn't the correct way to go about it.
No,
because everybody knew that it was going to be Seth Rollins and J&J. So we have the WWE Divas Championship match. It was a championship match the Monday before WrestleMania, but they aren't having a championship match at WrestleMania.
That alone did not make me want to enjoy this match. It was an all-right match. It was.
The only thing I liked about it was when AJ interfered with Paige unintentionally, and that was a pretty cool little spot they had.
This is hashtag give Divas a chance. They gave him a good spot. They gave him a championship match. The match was all right, but the simple fact that the championship match is not at WrestleMania is a downgrade to that belt.
That's not giving them a chance.
It's not. It really isn't, because we want to know why. Yes, you made the Divas look good, but that Divas Championship doesn't look good. The person holding it, it doesn't matter. So if they downgrade the Divas Championship belt, what's the goal for a Diva? What is their goal? Oh, hopefully I'm making it on Total Divas, because I don't care about the Divas Championship.
Make it on Total Divas or even get on TV?
Yeah, because the championship doesn't matter. You know, reaching goals of winning championships don't matter anymore.
Yeah. So we had our second celebrity guest of the night. Bill Simmons was on earlier.
Bill Simmons on earlier. He was
okay. This was awesome. I am in love with Axelmania right now.
Let's rate the segment first off.
Let's give this segment 2 thumbs straight up.
I'm gonna go 2 thumbs up, man. This was very entertaining.
You know, when I heard Snoop Dogg was going to be on the show, I honestly thought,
I laughed.
You know, it's going to be a terrible thing. It's going to be just
Wiz
like
Khalifa on 2 weeks before.
It's going to fail like Wiz did.
This is Snoop D-O-double-G, baby.
So basically, what happens is Snoop Dogg comes out with a slut train, and
no, it's the
hoe train. Like he changed it to like Snoop Dogg Mania or something like that.
Of mentioning Axelmania, his music hits.
Which was awesome, and he's so good on the mic. Like I didn't think before when he had a stint with Ryback, he wasn't really on the mic.
He really wasn't. One of the highlights of the night. I didn't see it coming. Axelmania gets confronted by Hulkamania. Hulk Hogan came out. Snoop Dogg announced him. That crowd popped. I lost it. I thought it was great. Yeah. I just thought it was great.
And then Axel jobbed to Snoop Dogg. Props.
Good for him.
Props.
Good for you, Axel.
Axel, you're a god.
Jobbing works, bro. You're getting over.
Oh,
Next up. This was
an intergender and inter-height tag team match.
This was like awkward. This was weird, a match.
So it was Los Matadores and El Torito versus Cesaro, Kid, and Natalia. So this match was kind of very pointless. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs straight down.
Yes.
And then I'm going to like take my shoes off and give it 2 thumbs straight down because Cesaro happens to be like the worst wrestler of all time. And this match just proves how bad he is.
Honestly, though, no one looked good in this match. No, I can't even focus on the match because my mind is going...
Trying to wrap around the situation.
Like, there's going to be a midget versus a woman, and the only thing I can think of is... Dun, 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 we're a circus, we're a circus. Next up.
A blast from the past. 8 months ago, Jack Swagger v. Rusev.
All right. Let's rate this match.
I'm going to go thumbs up and a half, but as a segment as a whole, I'm going to give it a half and a down. It's... rehashing stuff that didn't work out in the first place.
Match was pretty good for a mid-card match. Yeah. You know, they actually had Swagger look pretty decent a few times in this match.
Yeah, and Swagger held his own without having Zeb out there.
Without having Zeb, even like Lana wasn't out there. It was just
Which we're missing Lana. Hashtag bring Lana back.
But this segment took a turn for the worse when Guess Who appeared. Let me just throw like a little light punches so we don't hurt you.
Yeah, I think the only...
And then we'll just break apart and that's it. And
they didn't want them to have a match before WrestleMania. No, obviously, that's clear.
And that's completely fine. But what you could have, like, there's just, I don't know.
And when you don't have Lana on TV, that really hurts the segment because you can't have them argue.
Between Cena and Lana, they'll go home raw because then that gets like Rusev fired up. Move on though to another... I think pretty awesome moment of the night.
I think probably the best moment of the night.
You think the best moment of the night?
Yeah.
Okay. Respect. It was...
I'm going to give this one 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. I'm going to go thumbs up and a half. No Undertaker, though. That's the
Undertaker. That's the only drawback.
That's
but
the one thing. Yes.
It had everybody thinking Undertaker.
People are like, come on, give me this.
Yeah, especially with the lightning hitting. That was a crazy effect.
The lightning hitting added to that.
Special effects guy definitely gets kudos to him.
Special effects guy, prop to you, bro.
The timing that he had was pretty impeccable.
And I will say this. Me personally, I feel like this is one of the best Bray Wyatt promos we've ever seen. Ever. Because of the magnitude. The go home right before the show, the special effects, the like, oh, we're going to see Undertaker, and he was saying some great things. The new face of fear thing, I'm loving. Because that's the way I felt, but that's the way I felt a year ago.
If you had the Fastlane segment this Monday night in Staples Center, it would have been like the best Monday night lead up to WrestleMania ever.
We thought for sure, 100%, but it doesn't look like it's a casket match, and I think
I'm highly disappointed.
I'm highly disappointed. I think you're gonna I don't know. They're gonna be in a sticky situation not having a casket match on Sunday.
The next segment was another. I'm pretty sure this was another fan app. Loading.
Yes, it was. Who was the special guest referee?
Yeah, it was Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler, a match that should be at WrestleMania but isn't, with special guest referee Dean Ambrose, who had already wrestled earlier in the night. I don't think you needed a guest referee for this, especially with a guy that doesn't have anything in either camp. No. I mean, that's kind of like the point of having a guest referee is one person has an advantage, but I'm going to give this segment 2 thumbs in the middle. It just didn't accomplish much.
I'm the exact same way.
They should have had him with the other IC guys earlier in the night. I think having these guys stick out against each other is just solidifying that one of these 2 guys is going to win the belt. It was an okay match. It's not it looks super good on paper. I don't know if it just wasn't executed the way that everyone wishes it would, but it just didn't stick out.
I'm just going to say this. I could go on a rant right now, but I'm not. I'm wearing the Daniel Bryan shirt for a reason today. This was one of those things. I couldn't get into the match. I couldn't tell you what happened during the match. The missed opportunity alone. Way worse than the Divas match. The Divas Championship not being at WrestleMania. Way worse than Stardust and Goldust not being at WrestleMania. This was the biggest missed opportunity of WrestleMania right here.
Didn't they have this match Thursday on SmackDown too?
Yep.
It was the first time they ever faced each other. It was Thursday on SmackDown.
So that's pretty much why they had this match on Raw, because they had a match on Thursday. So it made it a little bit more personal.
Poor timing.
Yeah. I'm not going to get into it. We can skip.
So the last segment of the night was Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar's face-to-face before WrestleMania.
First, we get Paul Heyman, though.
The only good part of the segment, really. As it usually is, Paul Heyman steals the show once again.
Steals the segment, talking about Roman Reigns has to take his wife, his dog, his kids, his house, if he wants to take that belt and all this kind of stuff. And Brock did like this, like, look at him like he was like kind of pissed off kind of look.
Yeah.
And it made me think, break up. But then Brock Lesnar kind of just like had a smirk on his face and turned around. So if they were teasing it, good for them. If they weren't, I'm a dumbass.
Worst part about this was the last 5 seconds. Roman steals the belt, and they have a stare down.
No, you know what it was? They had a tug of war.
We had a tug of war for a little bit, but then I think Roman eventually has it, and then for the last 5 seconds, they're just staring at each other.
With the belts in their hand. With the belt in their hand.
My problem with this is Brock Lesnar should have kicked his ass right there. That's just something Brock Lesnar's character would do.
Or even better, Roman Reigns' character, for crying out loud.
Yeah, do something.
Why can't you make Roman look like a badass here and just sock Brock right in the face?
Yeah, like they should have. They should have had.
Right. It doesn't matter, I guess.
What in my perfect scenario would be, you close out Raw by having Paul and Brock walk up the ramp, and you know how everyone turns around right when they get to the top of the ramp, and just a spear out of nowhere. You end the show.
You know, it would have been better if you speared Paul Heyman and not Brock Lesnar.
Oh, that's a good one. Or speared them both at the same time.
Watch Raw every Monday. You know, this show doesn't end at 11:05. It never does. It always goes over.
I think there's only been one time it ended at 11:01.
Right. They sometimes even go to 11:15. Raw cut out at about 11:10.
It was 11:11.
It was 11:11. And it literally was like one of those things that, like, when the show ended, I was like, wait. That's it? It was just almost like
forced.
Awkwardly,
it was
cowardly. It was just like, a very easy way to go. Oh, play tug of war with the belt and then just stare
at each other.
Are you kidding me?
It's just ridiculous.
I understand like the teasing thing, like, oh, we're gonna wait until they hit each other at WrestleMania and we'll make that a big moment. Completely fine with that. But not this match.
Yeah.
Not these two guys. These two guys, they should have gone out and beat the crap out of each other tonight. Like I said, make it quick.
Yeah.
You know, back in 2012 when Lesnar returned, him and Cena had one of those things, and the whole roster came out to break them up.
I watched that and Cena had blood all over his face.
That would have been amazing to do something like that tonight.
But
now that we're 6 days away and, you know, we're not SmackDown watchers, that's the last thing we're going to see before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a little disappointed.
Not interested. So we're not going to grade this as just a regular Raw.
Okay.
Like we usually do. We're going to grade this as the Monday night before WrestleMania like it should be. I am going to personally go 2 thumbs down.
If this was a normal Raw,
if it was
entertained. Like I would have been entertained to the minimum, but I would have been entertained. This didn't. You know what this was? This is a realization that this WrestleMania is not what I want it to be. There's missed opportunities left and right. There's things like a tug of war with a championship belt. There's things like a ridiculous IC title buildup. Yes, folks, this Raw gets 2 thumbs down still. WrestleMania could still be good, in my personal opinion. Good, not great, not amazing, not a WrestleMania 30, but still could be good.
But my expectations aren't high.
But no, they're not.
But
no,
I think that's working in WWE's favor.
A little bit, yes.
If your expectations aren't high and they surprise us, then it's going to seem like it's one of the best WrestleManias ever.
And honestly, because I just look at it and I look at the performers, that's the way you have to look at this WrestleMania at this point, because the build-up is so awful. You just got to look at the performers and who they are. And there is some good talent on this WrestleMania that can go out and produce.
That is our Raw recap / review / shitting on.
It's a big weekend. WrestleMania weekend.
WrestleMania train.
We're gonna have ourselves a goddamn ball this weekend, folks.
Yeah, but seriously, check if you tweet at us. Watch for our countdown.
WrestleMania live reactions, baby.
Yeah, live reactions. Make sure if you're watching, comment on the video or tweet at us that you're watching. We love talking to people about wrestling.
We want to talk about it all the time. We want to watch WrestleMania with us. That's what we want to do. We want to watch WrestleMania.
We want to be the bros that hang out with you.
Yes.
But we are, like I just said,
2 guys and 1 belt. Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! Go Colts.
I want to give a shout out to Hulk Hogan for wearing the raindrop that Joakim Noah gave him the other day. That was pretty sick. Go Bulls.